Mr. Dog Poop sent me on location to fix a toilet valve at one of his houses. I'm really dreading this job because the toilet valve over here is very close to the wall. It's very old and it's completely crusted. When they put these tiles in, there's no good pipe. So I may actually have to either rip this wall out or cut through the backside and put a new pipe in. I'm hoping that I can avoid that by cleaning this up and putting a shark bite valve on there. So need more beer for this job. So right now I'm gonna go turn the water off. Okay, first thing, I've located the water shutoff valve and we're gonna go ahead and turn that off, and that should stop the water going inside the house. We turned off the water, but of course there's still going to be water pressure. We want to make sure that we turn all the water things on to relieve the water pressure, and we're going to keep those open. We're cutting that pipe. Now that pipe down there at the toilet is going to be low, so there's still going to be pipes higher that are draining down into it. So this is definitely going to be a mess, and there should be a lot of water coming out. Okay, I'm going to go in here with a file and see if I can clean this up, but it doesn't look good. Maybe if I can clean this up and I can get a fitting on there. It looks pretty bad. So we're gonna try a combination of tools here. Some sandpaper. Of course, you always forget the tools you need, but it looks like we're able to get some of this old stuff off of there. Clean up with some sandpaper. We're going to be using a shark bite, and this is a clamp-on tool, so this just slides over the pipe. That's nice. Very little thing. This just slides over the pipe and it should clamp on. Then I have a couple new stainless steel hoses, and if we can cut that pipe and there's enough space there, this is going to fix the problem. Otherwise, we're going to be ripping the wall out and doing some serious plumbing. So I'm going to do a little more cleanup here. Try to get anything that might interfere. But that's looking pretty good. I assume we're going to get a lot of water out of here. So let's prepare for it. We have water coming out. Not the easiest spot to get into. some more paper towels. Here on the, I'm at the bottom of the toilet, so coming up to the top of the toilet, there's a usually hand valve or a hand connection, the hose. We're going to replace that whole deal. So it wasn't too bad. I expected a lot more water to come out. Question is, will this shark bite valve have enough there to bite on without opening up this wall? It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Should only get one shot, so let's make sure we don't have any foreign stuff on it. Clean it up again. Edges, and then just take that valve and just push it on. That's supposed to not leak. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Put a new hose on. Go ahead and get a wrench on this. Tighten up that. And this thing, usually tighter, but I don't know. We may have to open that up and push that in a little bit further, but hopefully not. So this turns the valve on and off. Go ahead and open that up so it can fill up the toilet. And I'm going to turn on the water and we'll see if it leaks. Okay, so this is not working back here. So instead of this shutting off, it's just flowing out through the toilet. So it looks like we're not done yet, because as you can see, water's just flowing into the sewer. So we are going to need all new toilet stuff for the backside so that we can get this thing to shut down. So looks like we're going to the store. I've been looking for the keys to this car because what Mr. Dog Poop doesn't know won't hurt him. Do you think he'll mind if I take his Rolls Royce over to the hardware store? We're gonna look really good. So I just got out of the hardware store. I have the looks like the Corky Complete Universal Kit for toilet. It says complete kit, fix your toilet in one trip. It fixes running toilet, noisy toilet, no fill, slow fill, leaky flapper, and more. So we paid $30. Paid $30 for it, $30.08. Now, let's go back, put it in, and see if Mr. Dog Poop's happy with us. So we're back at the toilet project. I've got the complete toilet bowl kit. We're gonna have to remove the toilet bowl. It looks like our valve is not leaking. There's no water over here, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and empty this. we'll start taking it apart again. We got the valve off. If we turn the valve on, the water's going to come out. So make sure it's off. Disconnect the hose on the top. And these are just little hand fittings. On the bottom is a regular, you can use a wrench, but so this is definitely gonna leave us with some water here. Good job for paper towels. Time for another roll. So lots of water on the floor. We've disconnected the toilet bowl. Pour that water down there. Then here on the bottom is a ring. So this O-ring, which feels rotten, there's a plastic ring there that is connected to this piece, the flapper. Go ahead and take that off. The flapper has a little chain on it. So we're going to disconnect that. There's your flap, and they look pretty bad, but I want to say, and that you can see the pink on my hands coming off. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't think that's more than a year old. That to me seems like a problem. Same thing here. Oh, and there was a paper washer in there, so put that back. This piece, same deal. Goes over the top, pretty much hand. Pull that out. And that's your whole toilet bowl kit. We're going to open that up. It should have the same pieces, so this goes on the bottom to connect it to the toilet. There's an O-ring on the top with paper. Don't know why. Don't think we need that paper. Definitely don't want that paper in there. So stick that back in. That goes over it. Get that lined up in the center. Tighten it good. And you can see that it's in the center, right there, flapper. So this piece goes in the other hole. There's no other washer on it, so don't have to worry about that. Only had one on the top. We have the ring that goes on here, and that will yeah, okay, it does go on there. Seemed like it didn't fit. And then we have some hardware. So we have new, looks like stainless steel hardware and washers. I don't know why we have 3 washers. So this one didn't have anything. I guess 1 extra. Hopefully 1 extra. So it looks like there's no washer on the top. It's just the rubber washer right there to the screw. Those are going to go in the toilet. Right, so there. So this fits right on this hole. So this hole, that O-ring fits right on there. And we will just kind of set that in place. Set it on there. If you're doing this by yourself, be careful. Make sure you get your screws in to hold it so it doesn't fall off. And then tightening down the screws is what's going to keep it from leaking. So as we squeeze that seal down, did not expect to be replacing this part of the toilet. Oh, nice. I don't know why that is. That clip doesn't look like a good thing. Might have to cut this hose down if I'm going to use that clip. Because I should be putting water in there and in here. One fills up that toilet and one fills up the tank. And when it gets to a level, it should stop. And with any luck, it shuts off. So I don't like that clip. I'm just gonna stick that down in there. It's not really gonna come out. I'm sure somebody's gonna say can't. So enough water in the toilet. You know what? It's not running into this thing like it was before. I've made a hell of a mess. We've got water all over the floor. I'm covered in toilet water and rubber seals. So I'm going to get this cleaned up. We'll put that's working the way it should. Make sure everything's tight and not leaking. Put the toilet bowl lid back on there. I'll grab some paper towels and clean up. But we came over to replace a valve, and obviously it turned into a lot more of a project. You know, go figure with Mr. Dog Poop. But we have a working toilet. We'll get it cleaned up, get back to the compound, and have a few beers. I feel like I just got done wrestling an alligator. But at the end of the day, the toilet is fixed. The new parts are in. The total repair cost us around $60 in parts. It was $30 for the toilet rebuild kit, for the toilet bowl kit. It was around $15 for the valve and $7 for the hose, for the stainless steel hose going up to the tank. A little bit of a hassle, probably an hour and a half project for the average person if you don't have to run to the hardware store and get parts. Not that bad. You got a brand new toilet. The ceramic doesn't go bad, so it just completely rebuilt the toilet, and it should last maybe 2-3 years. Seems like we're back here every couple of years rebuilding the toilet.